Today we have some new bulbs from Suparee. So we've got some H1 bulbs and H7 bulbs. I'm going to put them into a smart car. The H7 I'm going to put as the main headlights for the dip beam, and the H1 bulbs are going to be the main beam lights when you're flashing or if you're on a dark road. So let's open them up. So this is the H1 bulb. It comes with instructions, which shows you, depending on what type of bulb that you've got, how to fit them. So this is H1, so it'll be under this category. And you've got a whole different bunch of bulb types that they do and how to fit them. Then it also shows you, if you've got the alignment slightly out, what you can do to try and remedy that. Then there's some troubleshooting advice and things for customer service. You've got a nice sticker that you can put on your car, which is quite cool. And then these are the bulbs themselves. So these are LEDs. You've got an LED on each side, and then you've got the one connector because these are H1 bulbs. There's no fan on them compared to how some LED bulbs are, that they have fans that are like quite big units at the back. So they're quite slimline and they look the exact same sort of size and dimensions as a regular halogen bulb. So it should make quite a nice difference. Now we'll open up the H7 bulbs. This comes with a sticker as well, which is nice. It also has instructions. So the same ones as before, so it shows you where H7 bulb, which is what this one is, how to fit them. Again, the troubleshooting and some warranty and advice on how to troubleshoot some problems. And then this is the actual bulb itself. Again, it's the same sort of size as a regular bulb, with the LED on each side. Same connector and the same sort of diameter and fitment as the regular one, so shouldn't have any fitment issues. No big bulky fan or anything again. It's all made out of metal. It feels really nice and solid, and I'm excited to get them on the car and see what they're like. Something else that's worth noting, recently I feel like a lot of deliveries that I've had, the packaging arrives all dented and damaged, and on this the packaging is like new on both of them. There's no dents, there's no damage or anything. And a lot of other times where the package is dented or even might not be, you find the products actually inside the box kind of loosely fitted, so it's quite nice to see that everything's packaged nicely. Another note is, just to whatever country you're in, just be aware of whatever your local laws are regarding LED lights. So I recently tried the H4 bulbs on another car and I was really impressed with them. They made a big difference to the lighting of the car, so I thought it would be worth trying out the H7s and the H1s. So we'll see what difference these make, and hopefully they're just as good as the H4 bulbs that Suparee make. So let's go and fit them to the car because I'm excited to see the difference that they make. On this car you undo the panel so you can get access to it, just like opening a bonnet. So over here we've got this panel, so press that down and it pulls back like that. Then pull it out. So now we're going to do the headlight bulb, which is a little bit further down. So then there should be a connector that you just pull back on. Then we're going to get to where the headlight bulb is, push it in and twist to the side. Then just push the retainer in and then pull it to the side slightly. Try and keep one finger on the bulb so it doesn't fall out, and push the little retainer down. Then you can pull out the bulb, just like that. Now we're going to get the new headlight bulb, which is this one, and we're going to put it into place. So line it up, and once it feels like it's in place, get the cover back over to lock it in. Make sure the bulb is still in the right position, and then push it in, and then it will hook onto the little latch. That's it. Once the bulb's in place, put the connector on the back. Connect the connector back. I'm doing H1 bulb now, but it's the same process and guide to follow as you just saw. So I'll show you from the top view. You undo the panel so you can get access to it. So unclip that in the same way we did before. Now we're going to reach down and unplug the old connector. Then there should be a connector that you just pull back on. just like that. It's kind of, on this car it's connected to the side light bulb as well, but that pulls back, and then you've got the H1 bulb that's just in there. So it's got a little clip that you press down and push up on, so it can unclip, and then that will fall back, allowing you to then remove the H1 bulb, just like that. So get your new bulb, and we just put it into place, make sure it's sitting flush, and then take this little clip, and then we're just going to go over it, push it in, and then hook it round. That's it, that's in place. Now we can get the connector, which is just here, and push it into the back of it. Just push that back into its place for the side light bulb. So next, just get your cap and put that back in place. It's got 2 tabs at the bottom that we're just going to line up. Place that back in position. And then that clips into place. Now we need to get that panel back. It just gets pushed back in. Turn it about 1/4 of a turn anti-clockwise to lock it. Now that's now locked back into place. And then let's just see what they look like with the new headlights. This is a picture where on the left hand side you can see the new bulb compared to the old halogen bulb on the right hand side. You're able to see the difference between the two. I think it's quite nice to see a comparison side by side. So this is with the regular headlights. That's the regular headlights, and this is the beam image that they show. As you can see, you've got a line that sort of cuts off around there, and then around there is a tiny little flick up, and then beam, and then it goes up a tiny bit, and then where it ends. So that's what we're comparing it to now, and this is the before, and then we're going to put the full beams on. And that's with full beams on. So we'll turn the lights off, and then this is just full beams now. So this gives us something to compare to afterwards. This is now with the new headlights in. So this is on dipped beam. And this is the image that it brings up. So you can see that there's, well, it's a bit hard to show actually, I don't know if it's because of the colour, but on camera it's just looking like it's focused in these 2 areas, but it's not. There's a line that's kind of going across this way, then that's where the little high spot is, which is normal, and then it goes across like that, and then another high spot again, which is where the headlight would normally flick up. But they're at that level continuously, which is a good image. So that's on dipped beam. It helps make the car look more modern as well. And then I'll show you on full beam. That's now on full beam. I think because of the white colour and it's against the white garage door, it's a bit hard to show up. But they are brighter than before, and the beam image is actually quite good. So let's go and take it onto the road and see what the difference is. So this is going uphill, and this is what we can see. There's a few dark spots, which don't know how well any of this comes out on camera. Obviously we're going uphill, now we're going down. This is with the normal regular dipped beam lights on, and then this is full beams. Full beams, and then we'll go to dipped beam in a second. That's back to dipped beam. It's got quite a wide beam as standard on this car, but there's sort of blank spots where you kind of, it's not completely lit up the whole way, and you are getting like dark spots in it. I don't know how well it comes up on the camera. So this is with dipped beam again, and then that is full beam. The full beam seems to light up right around where we are, but it doesn't seem to look too far into the distance. But yeah, it kind of is clear enough right around where you are. It'll be interesting to see the difference between these with LEDs versus these standard halogen bulbs. So a bit of a wider lane here. We've got the full beams on. So dipped beam, and that's full beam. So we're coming up to where we started before. So we're going up that hill. As you can see, it's a lot brighter than it was before. This is all on dipped beam, and then that's with full beam, although we're kind of going up a crest now. That's back to dipped beam, and you can see how bright everything is all around. You can see everything through the peripheral vision on the sides are quite bright, and then when you put it to the full beam, how much brighter it is as well. You don't seem to have the dark spots that you did with the halogen bulbs, that everything around you is lit up. You're not going to worry that an animal is going to come out of the hedges or anything without you being able to see it. So this is with dipped beam, and then look on, this is all on the side, and then that is with full beam on that. That's just out of the side. That's with dipped beam, that's with full beam, and look how wide a range of view it is. That's what I mean by you can see everything that's happening on the side. So we're coming up to this now. We're driving with just the dipped beam on, and you can see how wide a vision you can see. And then once you put the main beam on, how much further you can see, and how much brighter everything seems. I don't know if it's coming across on the camera. I hope it is. Is it coming across on camera? Yeah. So good difference between the other ones. There is no blind spots whatsoever with this. You can see from left to right without any little dip in vision. Even those logs that we just went past, which yesterday I thought it was an animal because of how dark it was in that area, whereas this, with these bulbs, you can see a lot more, and that's back to dipped beam, and even then you can still see pretty good. I think these are definitely worth an addition to your car because it adds extra brightness, which brings extra safety and visibility at night, especially if you are driving around darker roads like this that are unlit. So much brighter. That's back to dipped beam. And then back to full beam. I think the lights are worth the upgrade for your car. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know what you think about the bulbs as well. Have you tried different LED bulbs in the past? Have you tried Suparee bulbs before? What's your thoughts on them? Just want to say thank you to Suparee as well for sending out these bulbs and helping support the channel. This is on dipped beam, and then this is on full beam. And then you can see going through dipped beam and flashing a couple of times just so you can see the difference. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want more.